Hi, happy Monday. We are back to do some more break apart strategy. Remember, this is just a strategy, so it's nothing that you have to use. If stacking the numbers together and working the problem makes more sense to you, or using the hundreds chart or one of the other strategies like the open number line that we've done makes more sense, feel free to use them. These are just strategies to help you work out these two-digit minus two-digit problems. They are nothing that you are required to use. So I'm going to show you the strategy today of break apart of what happens when there are two digits that we are subtracting. So when we looked at it the last time, we did a problem like 56 minus 6. Now today it's going to say a problem like 56 minus 26. So let's talk about how to break this apart. Well, when I look at the number 26, I know that that's 2 10s and 6 1s. So I'm going to break that apart, but I'm not going to put a 2 here for 2 10s. Instead, I'm going to say how much those 2 10s are worth. Those 2 10s are worth 20, and then, of course, our 6 1s are worth 6. Now I'm going to stop right there and do the first part of this problem. I have 54 as my start number. I want to take away this 20. And the reason that I want to go ahead and subtract is that I know how to go backwards by 10. So they have the hundreds chart down here should I need it. 54 back 10, 20. So I know when I take 54 and I subtract 20, I would be at the number 34. So that's gone. So my answer is now 34. So I'm going to use the 4 that's in that ones place, just like we practiced on Friday. And I'm going to break apart this 6 into 4 plus what gives me 6. Well, if I'm at 4, I need 2 more to get 6. So now I'm going to go ahead and subtract. If I'm at 34 and I take away 4, that puts me down to 30. And now all I have to do is take away 2. When I count back 2 from 30, 30, 29, 28. So I would have an answer of 28. I got this answer by using this break apart strategy. Let's try another one here together. 43 minus 18. So again, I'm going to break down this 18. I know an 18 is 1 10 and 8 1s. So that 1 10 is worth 10, and those 8 1s are worth 8. So now I'm going to go ahead and subtract my 10. So I have 43, I go back 10 to 33. So that's gone. And now I'm ready to break apart my 8. So I look at the ones digit, there's a 3, that tells me I need to use a 3. 3 plus what gives me 8? Well, 3 plus 5 gives me 8. So I'm going to first take away the 3. So I know if I'm at 33, I take away 3. That drops me to 30. And now I'm ready to take away the 5. So 30, take away 5. Think about our counting by 5s. Backwards, we would be at 25. So now I've subtracted my 5. Notice I didn't mark out this 8 because I didn't subtract 8. I broke it apart and I subtracted the numbers that I broke apart. So my answer here is 25. We're going to work through a couple more problems together. Again, this is just a strategy. You do not have to use this strategy as you go to complete your assignment. If this strategy does not make sense to you, stack your numbers on top of each other and subtract. That's okay. Okay, let's look at this one. 32 minus 13. So again, I'm going to break apart this 13. I know it's 1 10 and 3 1s. My 1 10 has a value of 10. My 3 1s have a value of 3. So I'm going to go ahead and subtract this 10. So if I was at 32 and I counted back 10, then I would be at 22. So the 10 is gone. And now I have a 2 here in my 1 spot. So I'm going to break this apart by using a 2. 2 plus what is 3? 2 plus 1 is 3. So 22 minus 2 takes me down to 20. And now I just need to go back 1, which would take me to 19. So 32 minus 13 is 19. Again, I subtracted 10, then 2, then 1. My 3 was broken apart as the 2 and 1, so it was subtracted as well. How about this one? 74 minus 28. Think, how would you break it apart before I show you the answer? Let's see if you got it right. 28 would be 2 tens, which have a value of 20, and 8 ones, which have a value of 8. Very good. So I'm going to subtract my 20. So again, I'm at 74, and I want to take away 20 first. So I go back 60, 50. So I'm going to have an answer of 54 there. So my 20 is gone, and I notice a 4 in the 1 spot. That tells me that I'm going to use 4 as one of my break apart numbers for 8. And this is a doubles fact we should have memorized. 4 plus what equals 8? 4 plus 4 equals 8. So let me get rid of this 4 first. 54 minus 4, that takes me right down to 50. And now I got to subtract 4 again. So back 4 from 50, 49, 48, 47, 46. So I subtracted my last 4, and I got an answer of 46. So 74 minus 28 equals 46. Let's look at one more, and then we'll look at some story problems here. 61 minus 47. Think, how do you break apart that 47? Let's see if you got it right. 4 tens, which is worth 40, and 7 ones, which has a value of 7. So I'm going to take 61 and get rid of the 40. So I know if I'm at 60 and I count back 40, I'm going to go 50, 40, 30, 20. So I didn't take away that 1, so I'm going to leave it. I've got 21, which tells me I have a 1 in this column. So I need a 1 there. 1 plus what is 7? 1 plus 6 is 7. So let me get rid of that 1. That'll be gone, and I'm at 20. Now I've got to go back 6. So you can take 20 minus 6, or you can count back. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14. So when I subtracted that 6, I was at 14. All right, again, this is the strategy called break apart. If this makes sense to you, please feel free to use this strategy. If this strategy doesn't make sense to you, don't worry, you can just stack the numbers or use one of the other strategies that we've introduced this week. All right, so let's look at some story problems now that go along with this. It says Kate had 32 ice cubes. She put 14 of them in the sun and they melted. How many ice cubes does Kate have now? So Kate started with 32. 14 of them went in the sun, and we're trying to figure out her answer. So I'm going to use this break apart strategy just to practice it again. So here we go. Break apart 14. Well, I know that's 1 10, which is worth 10, and 4 ones. So I'm going to go ahead and subtract 32 minus 10. That would put me at 22. So my 10's gone. But I have a 2 in the 1 spot. So I need to take away 2 plus what equals 4? Well, 2 plus 2 equals 4. So that 2, when I take it away, drops me to 20. And now I got to go back 2 again, which 2 minus 2, 19, 18. So there are 18 ice cubes left. Right? We're going to skip over number 11 because it is actually a 2-step problem there. So we're going to skip that over and go down here to number 13. Number 13 has some multiple choice answers. So this is going to give me an idea whether I've worked this problem right or not. So it says a bakery has 66 loaves of bread. 27 of the loaves are sold. How many loaves are left? So I have the problem 66, they sold 27, and we're trying to figure out how many are left. So I'm going to use my break apart strategy just to practice here. So I'm going to break apart this 27, 2 tens, which is worth 20, 7 ones. So now I'm ready for 66 minus 20. So I'm going to be at 46, and my 20 is gone. I have a 6 in my 1 spot. So I'm going to use a 6 to break this apart. And 6 plus what equals 7? Well, 6 plus 1 does. So when I take 40 and 46 and I take away 6, I'm at 40. So my 6 is gone. And now I only have to count back 1 to figure out my answer. Well, 40 minus 1 would give me an answer of 39. So when I look at my choices, I see letter A would be my correct choice. All right, again, I will say, if this strategy does not make sense to you, it is okay. It is not a strategy that you have to use. If you would have rather gone 66 minus 27, stack your numbers up, look if there's more on the top or more on the floor, you're welcome to do that. As you complete your homework assignment in the puzzle piece below, you can use whatever strategy you would like. You do not have to use this break apart strategy if it is confusing to you, right? Good luck. Let your teacher know if you have any questions. I hope to see you tomorrow.